God doesn't do things our way. God is not man. And he said, they have to understand how I work. Now, I will tell you from my own life, the way he works is he will allow things to happen that are not good. Bad is not always bad. And anytime something bad, what I view as bad is happening to me, I always stop and go, okay, God, what are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to show me? What area are you trying to strengthen me in? That's the first thing I do. Because I know that in the midst of it, I want to gain everything that Christ has for me through every situation. I don't immediately go, oh my gosh, this terrible thing's happening to me. Oh, I blame you, God. Why? No, and I'm not saying that people don't ever question. We do that. But you have to understand how he works. So let me tell you, I was born. At 1.5 years old, my mom gave me away. She didn't want me. She went and left me on a doorstep. Then I grew up, and I ended up going back into custody with my mother when I was like 10 or 11 years old. I had no idea who she was. She was a drug addict and alcoholic, and everything went downhill. And I lived this whole life with her, and I had no idea why I was being put through all that. I don't know why I had to live with rejection, why I had to feel like I was a nothing, why I felt like my birth why was I even born? You know, you have to understand, this was my beginning. And then my mother was an alcoholic. And, you know, I got radically saved at age 18 from alcohol and drug abuse that was taught to me by my mother, and just that whole life. Even though the whole time I always felt like something was weird, like off, like I didn't feel like I belonged, like in it and around it. I just always felt like I was in the background. And fast forward, you know, I get married. I have children. My brother dies. Well, first my sister gets killed. She's younger than me. She gets killed and gets shot to death. Then next thing you know, my dad has something bad happen to him and he almost doesn't make it. But he does make it. Then my brother gets killed in a quad accident. 3 months later, the mom that was the alcoholic, she died on Christmas night. The day after Christmas, she was found dead in her house at only age 51. And that was a very rough year. Terrible, terrible year on our family. And so fast forward, I get in several really bad car accidents. The devil tries to kill me, tries to take me out. I get hit by 3 drunk drivers in a 6-year period. The first one didn't really faze me. The second one hit head on. Then we were pushed into a pole, hit head on into a pole. My sternum was broken. I had 7 months of recovery. And still continued to serve in ministry the best that I could. I was not going to let the devil win. 4 months out of recovery, we get hit by another drunk driver. My Toyota Sequoia is hit in the front, and it's totaled, me and my son, and my spine is fractured, my left shoulder torn labrum, left hip torn labrum. Still recovering from that. That's been several years. And so he has done, these are just small things, okay? There's way more. I got way more, but I'm not going to put it all in this video. But I'm letting you know. You want to know when I knew him? Was when I had nowhere else to turn. You want to know when I thought that I should have been dead? Man, I got to know Jesus then. And when I had nobody, and I felt rejected and unloved by my family and my parents and my alcoholic mom and everything that went on in my childhood. I'm sorry, this is an emotional video, but I'm trying to get you to understand. We are in the middle of his big reveal. You are not going to be able to know him. There's a price to pay to know Christ. There is a price to follow the call and to truly walk in it. and to find a place where you can have peace no matter what kind of hellish storm is going on around you. You walk in perfect peace. And the thing is everything that's happening, he's raising us up. He's raising us up. And that's why I believe I was so radically saved at age 18. Because I literally had nowhere else to turn. I had no other hope. Jesus was my final choice and my only hope. And so because of that, I got to know him really quickly. And I'm here to tell you, there's a whole body of Christ that doesn't know him. And I just released that word about the warning in the word for the prophets. There's a lot of prophets, and this is not a put down, but you don't really know him. You haven't known him. If you knew, you would know.